Now until I get a tray for this, I need, even with a permit which I've got on there at the moment, I need some sort of light board for the back. I got these a while ago, haven't used them, but these are going to be a brake light of some sort. And if you look around your local area, especially in the industrial, people put out the front on the nature strips 3 bits of timber. So I'm going to make up something that's going to sit at the back and hold these lights. And I've got to test these wires and see what activates what, and I've got to graft into these. Okay, so I've diagnosed those wires. I'll read this on the concrete so it's a bit messy, but your Parker's on a 2010 FG dedicated gas ute it's brown with silver squares on the wire. The brake light is a green with a red constant thin red tracer. Your right indicator is a green with silver little squares along the wire, and your left indicator is a constant green, or just green, constant green. So that's the wires. That's what I've got to graft into to give this some sort of safety factor, as far as no tray and no indicators, because you get your indicators with your tray and your loom. So I'm going to make this safe so I can use the cover note with a bit more of a clear conscience, because when you've got no lights on the back, it's a bit more dangerous, of course. So what I've done is nailed 2 pieces of timber together, butted up. So if you, oops, there goes that. So it's just like that, nailed together. That can sit there, the longer side down. And I was thinking something like that, where I can drill and mount the lights onto it, and then run the wire somewhere there. But the thing is, I should be able to place this even here as well if I need to. I'll just see how it goes. So this is a learning process, so let's get to it. Okay, so I've screwed this in with a couple of screws there and at the end, and then I've painted this in a matte black, so it'll look a bit like the subframe has been a dark colour. Now it's time to just position it at the back, and then start getting the lights wired into it. These lights that I'm using, these normally come in like, they come off eBay ages ago, and they were sort of like a box looking light, and had a white light on the side and all this little thing. So I pulled it apart, but so what I got to do is, it'll be held in by these 4 holes there, so I got to find good size screws for that. And so I've drilled a big one for the wires to go through, and then that's the shape of those where the screws have to screw into. So I'm going to put that on now and see how we go. Okay, so next I've got I think these are off like a Commodore or something. I'm not sure if they're off a VS Commodore, or if you know, you can always comment. But what I'm going to do is cut these tabs off. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I can use them for a squeeze, like a squeezy, same sort of scenario. Anyway, but I've got the orange LEDs. And these are going to be for the indicator, so I'm going to do some mods and see what's best. I might be able to, so I do lock in a bit if I we'll do a thing where it'll just an edge of it, and I can use that as a strength to hold it out, or I could do a flat one, but then again, how would that hold in? I might try using the original push clippy things. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so what I've done to these is just with the drill, just get around the edge of it. This is one that I've already done. So these are rubber seals. They can be pushed back on the little LED lights, and you can push that right through and then just push that rubber around inside. It gives it a little bit of a seal. Not that I'm really worried about these ones, but why not do a partial good job just to make sure the car's safer on the road. So yeah, I reckon it's pretty so it just takes a little bit of imagination and creativity, and I've made a bigger indicator out of a little LED light. So I'll just do that, and then I'm going to be drilling the holes for where these go, and seeing if I can make some sort of adaptation for pushing these in. Okay, so I've just made some little cutout areas I'm going to be cutting. So it'll be pretty much the wire through, and then those lip parts. Same with the other side. That part, oops, that part, and then with those grooves. Let's go. Okay, so I'm not going to go all the way to make this flush. That's sitting in, and it's pretty sturdy. What I'll probably do is put a small drill hole there and just screw through those plastic lugs, then put a screw through just to make sure they never pop out. But it's starting to look like a light bar. Looks good. I'll put the pointier side that way and pointier side that way. Gives it a little bit more of a genuine look. Coming along good. Okay, next I've got more LEDs. These are red ones. There was an orange in there, and because with cover notes you're not supposed to drive at night time, but I still want the option or safety of still, when I've got my park lights on, just to see some red. These are going to be the brake, so people can't miss that big thing. And I've got 6 of these, so I'm going to put a row in the center of 6 red LEDs. Okay, so that's what one in looks like. These tools are brilliant. I call these a step-in tool because the graduations going in and go through, and you can go to the depth. I don't want to phone focus. Never wants to focus this thing. Yeah. So with these are brilliant little LEDs. You let me just pull one off with the rubber. So you pretty much make it so it fits the rubber, and then obviously when you get your full hole there, this will fit because that lower part is the diameter. So when you get that sitting in there perfect, the rubber and flush, this just pushes straight in. So I'll put it in the next one anyway. Just remember, you got to do you don't just go straight to this tool. You want to get your placement with a smaller drill bit. Okay, so another hole done. So this is step 1. Put your rubber in. Should sit in there. Gonna sit in there today. Alright, so that's in. Then all you have to do, grab your wires, feed them through, pull it down, push in, and that's all you have to do with those, and they push out the rubber and it's nice and tight. Yeah, so that's how they're done. Okay, so what I've done is on the back of the indicators with those, they had like a loop that would push in, and then obviously if it was in a car guard it would go on the side of the guard, but this is thick wood. So what I did is I just did a screw down, and then that won't move, and then I just blackened it off with some flat black paint so it looks all universal. What I'm going to do with these ones, there's a slight movement in them, so what I'm going to do is just stick a little bead of silicone around the bottom of the rubbers, push them in, and just give them something extra to stick onto. Okay, so I've put the silicone around the back parts of the rubber, and then I've taped them so it just holds them in. It's a flame 34 today, 34 degrees, so it's roasting. And I've also put silicone behind all the wires, even including these wires as well. And then probably later on, late afternoon, I'll just give that a matte black spray so it just all looks matching in. And hopefully it'll cool down a bit so I can do some soldering. I reckon that doesn't look bad. That one was a little bit slightly bent because where I put the hole, but it'll do the job. The main thing is it's for safety, so they know when I'm braking and indicating and all that sort of stuff. So this is the sort of thing you can do. Don't have to buy a light bar. You obviously got to have some parts to do a light bar, but free wood, had all the LEDs and just, you know, a couple of drills and some silicone and a bit of creativity. So this will be good for the cover note until I get a tray on there. Okay, so finished off all that wiring, which goes, I've got to neaten all this up now, but all the wires are joined that I need. This is Parkers with hazards on. I know normally you'd have your indicators on the more outside than the inside, but this is only temporary, very temporary, and it's come out well. Remember, with a cover note or Vic Roads unregistered vehicle permit, you're not supposed to drive at night time anyway, so these Parkers are, you don't really need Parkers, but yeah. And I can't show you the brake test because I need an extra person to show you, but that's hazard lights on. I could do the indicators separate. Oh, where's my keys? There's my keys. Ugh. So right indicator. They will flash more faster because you need a different relay in there for LEDs because they send a smaller voltage, and the computer recognises it as a bulb out when it's low voltage. So if you ever have LEDs that are flickering very fast, you need to change your relay or your flasher unit to tell the computer that all the voltage is fine. So left indicator, it starts off slow, but then it goes into fast. So that's left indicator. So yeah, these are actually a park and a brake. I'll see if I can get an extra person to hit the brake light for me. Okay, hit the brake lights. Brake. Off. Here. On. Yep. Off. You can see that changing. Okay, on. off. And let's try and take the parkers off. Now brake. Off. On. Take off the hazard lights, they're in the center of the ICC. Okay, brake on. Parkers on. No, I didn't say to take the brake off. Parkers on. And hazards. Now take them off separately. Hazards, parkers, then brakes. Very good. And of course we've got a cat in the video. It's 20 to 9 at night. The lights are definitely a lot more bright. This lens started to come off, so I had to put some cable ties around it. But it's definitely visible. So another thing is, what I found is interesting, if I turn the parkers off, close the door, if I lock it, the indicators come on, and if I open it, no indicators. So lock and open. Anyway, that's the, if you want to make a small light bar for yourself without buying one, this is how you do it. Okay, so it's now dark time on the ute. Just want to see how effective those lights are at the back. Stick it on. Oh, wow, they are effective. Look at that on the gate. That is awesome. Oh my goodness, these are, yeah, very effective. I didn't think they were that effective. Wow. That's just park lights. Unreal. Not that I'll be using them much with the cover note, but let's put the, where's the dash lights? See, without, right, where's the, gotta get the keys because the dash won't light up without the ignition being high beams on. But I don't think the dash will light up. The cluster lights up, but there we go. Alright, so now I can see the hazard. That's good. That is really good. So that's definitely the last part of this video.